about the camera. Feels somewhat better. Right, let's try that then. Are you gonna work this time? Ah, there we go. Now you want to come on. Yeah, let's just make sure it all works and all that jazz. Well, it seems to be working. Right, which means I get to go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection! Yes, in the last episode we had continued on with episode 3, Turnabout Legacy, and we were just, we'd kind of headed into the future, aka present day, and we were looking at the autumn and winter exhibits, both looking very similar indeed. Both with different ice sculptures, but both with ice sculptures and both with the same temperatures. And that shouldn't have happened. And we were just about to, I say we. Winner and Grail were about to accuse Mr. Laurie Donim. That's the accused. And we were just about to rebuttal Eustace Winner on his assertion. So, we have our friend the artist here won the race to find a victim who was first on the scene, correct? Well, that is correct. I'll be the first to admit that he's something of a suspicious character. First to admit? Are you trying to beat me to it? But you can't, because I'm the winner! I'm the first rate, always! Huh? I'm a first-rate artist, you say? Larry, I don't need you to make this any more convoluted than it already is. Please, Mr. Winner, just continue. Ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint. Hold it! We do indeed. It seems it's found in a number of everyday products. Right, which makes your friend's paint really darn suspicious. Is it also found in like a bunch of other stuff too? She's a winning point, I guess. Right, Gavale? I suppose she does. As I said, Ubiquium is also found in dishwashing liquids, among other things. In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation. No, but just listen to the rest of my amazing deduction, will you? Hold it! It's by no means certain that paint was the source of the poison gas. Well, it's by no means certain that it wasn't either. Was that supposed to sound clever? Can we Mr. Edger's speaking style? Is it a shortcut till I can call you now? You make it sound as if you think there's something wrong with how I speak. Anyway, to bring it all home, my winning deduction shows he had paint and he was closest to the victim. Hold it! That's really all you're basing your suspicion of Mr. Butts on. What, you have a problem with that? Show me some proof, loser! Put up or shut up! It's literally asking for it, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. So let's find the right piece of evidence and really give it to him. We know that Mr. Winner isn't much of a listener. We also know that his reasoning is likely to be based on a flawed assumption. Yeah, he even phoned the other guy and he's still got it wrong somehow. Let's get this over with as quickly as we can. It's a waste of all our time. Objection! Your deductions are anything but winning. I'm afraid unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. So you agree that I deserve a prize? God, shut the fuck up. I hate you. You are so arrogant. Shut the fuck up, Winner. anyway. What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces.
It did, and it was created by the artist guy, with the red paint that we know is full of ubiquium.
Allow me to offer you a bit of advice. One prosecutor to another. It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxian. Paint containing ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all.
It wouldn't. I thought they said that the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquium.
You're telling me this was all based on a mishearing of the forensics report?
Yeah.
The gas had already done its work by the time Mr. Butts found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about.
My aptitude? What does that even mean? You literally used the words 5 minutes ago.
It means one's ability, or how suited one is, to a particular task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well, is another thing entirely.
I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again.
What I am doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation.
Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statements.
And what flaws might those be?
Well, firstly, that you cannot prove that your artist friend did not enter the autumn wing.
Well, that's...
And secondly, that you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime.
But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquium with white asphyxium. How exactly were the two substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure out that before anything else. The ice is made of asphyxium, innit? Wait. I mean, I'm throwing out a theory here. Unless we find something further down the line. Because didn't they say there's like ice sculptures in one room? Now, obviously, 2 rooms. But then plastic, like, models were used in the others. If someone's decided to paint those plastic models in white by some chance, maybe add a little bit of white into the ice sculptures or something, I don't know. You know, just a theory.
Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what he would already be investigating had you not been here, making needless trouble.
We are not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help.
You saying you know how the gas was made? Because I don't believe you.
I can certainly point you toward a vital clue as to how it was done.
He is bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself even further into corner. If you are sure. Come on, then show me what you've got.
Take that!
Bitch, what? How is it not?
How is it not? I'm not being stupid here, am I? Pure white. Yeah.
Oh, on the floor of the... Right, okay. Am I right? Was I right? I was joking. I was actually joking. You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make poisonous gas? That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, thank you for noticing. Well, they do say I have a good eye. Now, the red tears Mr. Butts saw, that was the ubiquium. Wait a second. You're saying the statue cried the stuff out? What, so I covered as some kind of evil spirit? How much time am I going to have to waste taking him through this step by fucking step? Look, the red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have mixed with something else inside the case. What? And what evidence do you have that that's what happened? Evidence right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part where the liquids mix together. Whoa. Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisces statue's glass case. It clearly shows that two chemicals mixed. Wait, I don't get it. How does one prove that some ubiquium mixed with some asphyxium? We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience mixing colors. What happens when you mix red with white? Don't treat me like I'm dumb, Edgy. I did graduate from junior high, you know. An idiot knows that red and white make pink. There's variations. Rose pinks, baby pinks. Yeah, that will be more than enough. Thank you. Anyway, do you see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Winner? Oh, I think I do. Ubiquium is red, asphyxium is white, mix the two together and you get pink. That's what pink liquid is. Yes, very good. We got there in the end, goddammit. Yes, interesting. I think you finally convinced him.
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have raised a possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure that this shows the result of the two chemicals having mixed. Besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter is evidence withdrawn by a suspect. How can you possibly hope to rely on this veracity?
Hey, I do everything exactly as I saw it. True artist never lies or embellishes the truth.
Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion.
Jesus, why is everyone in this game so freaking savage? Like, goddamn. Ooh, she's a cool one, but I like it. You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of our satisfaction.
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth, especially as there is another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the autumn wing? Until you are able to, there is little more to discuss.
Wait, maybe the victim could help us out with that.
Mr. Gusto? Well, he is still unconscious and in critical condition.
He is? Oh.
Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of this area. If you would be so kind as to ask him, if you would be so kind as to leave him in peace. For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that you need not ever be someone to testify. Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist?
If you could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen.
I am Justice Verity Gavale, and I would be grateful if you would dispense with the childish epithets.
Oh, she finally tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Name's Laurie Stodim. You can call me Laurie's.
You could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Donim.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's just there's something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it, and then the old guy came tumbling out.
Spare the door can be unlocked from the inside. That does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the same time at the time as you played. The other proof your statement carries a little weight, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Ow! Well, as it happens, I can back our pal here up on that. Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said, it was locked up tight. Hey, that's all, Miles Reno. It is. I distinctly remember how it went. So, Winter Wing. Yeah. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. Gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wing's off limits. Hey, what gives? Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside.
And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in here with the victim the entire time?
The Ronnie didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. Search him for the gas mask if you'd like, but I doubt you'll find one.
I see. I suppose we'll have to take you at your collective word.
Well, that was a little too easy. Well, Dr. Grail, do you accept that Mr. Butts is no longer a viable suspect? Now, once again, Mr. Winter's deductions have fallen short of the mark. What are you talking about? I just need some more information, that's all. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deductions. You know, it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right? Very well, then perhaps we should call our next suspect. Mr. Donin, you may step down from the stand. Huh? Go, you mean? What is enjoying our time together, Verity? Let me stick around, please.
Overruled.
Show no mercy. Squish my heart into a goopy mush. I love it. Who exactly is this next suspect?
The pharmacist. Delicious Cone. Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on a bottle of Infesticide Ultra, but somehow someone in her line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing might be acquired. The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. Uses will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I'm sure.
My winning? Of course, Cavale. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay? Sure, I guess. Whatever, pal.
Is it possible? Could Judge Gavale have suspected Miss Scone from the start?
Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winter like she usually does, huh?
What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gavale?
Oh, that was a really long pause. April 2nd, 12:05 p.m. Zodiac Hall, Autumn Wing.
They sure are taking their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess.
So to keep you losers waiting. But no, no longer. I'm on the race to find Delicious Code, and here she is.
Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Delicious Scone, purveyor of the most wondrous wares a pharmacist can offer. At your service.
Delicious to my delicious to my pals, and even Miss Delicious to some. You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want.
All right, Winnie Pooh, whatever you say. It's lovely to meet you, dearie.
So much for calling me the winner.
Oh, have we met before, young man?
Get a load of this, Delicious. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son.
Well, I've never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles.
If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do.
Oh, Greggy Pegleg's boy, and all grown up too. Make me feel my age, why don't you?
I wonder find out just how old she actually is. Oh, Miles, no! You never ask a lady her age! She's 54.
Eustace, I believe you have some questions for our pharmacist. How old actually is she? Does it say?
Fuck. I actually don't think it said in the last one either. Fuck, no! Okay, I didn't realize Carmela was 54. God damn it, man. Oh yeah, what brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? Why, I came to see our old Moody Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's going to stop me visiting her now.
I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, I didn't do much really, just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor.
Wow, you can really make an antidote just like that.
Oh yes, dear. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. It certainly helps that the medical room is well equipped though. You're much better off tuning in here than losing vital minutes taking him to the hospital. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him. Why does turn Australian at the end of that? Oh yeah. And do you know the victim, Mr. Licious? Oh yes, well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently he's famous these days, one of the best confectioners in the world. Or so they say. Interesting, so he's a well-known public figure. Oh yes, dear, he was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said. Well, so the old dog really went to Zheng far and upped his game, just like he said he would.
Perhaps if you could proceed to the matter at hand, Miss Scone. Are you familiar with a substance known as Infesticide Ultra?
Of course, dear. Use it to get rid of... You know what? Well, you get it to get rid of people! Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in their shops. So I know where to get it to kill people, like I said, you know. Clearly, you know what I'm talking about. Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what? Oh, blighters that frighten the life out of poor innocent ladies like yours truly, that's what. Like I said, people. I hate people. I'm not a people person. Ghastly little creatures running around people's nice clean kitchens and terrorising them. Oh, I get it. Those.
Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happened when the chemicals asphyxium and ubiquium were combined?
Oh, yeah. It's right there in the pesticide order instructions. Do not mix with products containing ubiquium. Ever. Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. Always again, the effects of inhalation. Inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death. Poor Augustine very nearly didn't make it. Take that much gas, she'd need probably about 500 ml of each chemical, I'd say. She certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist. Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. Well, that's why they're using everything. Asphyxium's more watery, and it's white in colour. That will do, thank you. Oh, you are clearly well informed, Miss Scone. Well, as I should be, dear me. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you wanted to.
Yes, Mrs. Cone. Very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know.
Strange. I thought she suspected Miss Cone. But I got a smile makes me wonder if she had some other angle in mind.
What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir.
Goodness me.
Oh my god! I'm good. I'm good. Turns out Sculpture's glass display case is open from the top.
Well, no shit. That's what it's like. I'm literally the left-hand sculpture. God damn it. Flatfoot, you can't do shit. Huh. It's rather unusual.
Our temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. Pisces' case was kept at 26 degrees. And I got my hand stuck to it.
Well, lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Yeah, they found something on the other side of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of ubiquium.
Oh no! Oh, now we're talking. That's odd. If there was ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid. It would, huh? So how do things wind up as they are now?
I think Kay might be able to help us figure out that. Just that. Or, at least, Mr. Thief might.
You guys are that desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. Whatever, anything for the truth. Before you get too carried away, the goddess suggests there's no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves. Ouch, why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Ooh, hey, don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out. I am not required to explain myself to you, but if you feel that you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it will be worth our while to keep you around.
What exactly does she have in mind here?
Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation. Here are the lady's smiles. Somebody opened Pisces' case and let out that gas. Considering what we've learned so far, there's only one person it could possibly be, no?
Yes, the answer is indisputable.
In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas?
Take that!
Now the victim, Comrade Augusta, is the only person to have entered the autumn ring. Thus only he could have opened the case.
Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well, I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed immediately. Pulls out a gun. And everyone's just like, whoa! Whoa! And everyone just starts, and everyone's just like, it's Callisto, you all over again! And Fender's just there like, who the hell are you talking about? And everyone's just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Callisto, this was like 2 weeks ago. Maybe like more at this point. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. But you know what? Don't worry about it. You know? There's nothing to worry about. Forget about it.
Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Tell me what you want to see.
Let us use the data we've collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off.
Alright.
Oh, I love the updated version.
Don't scare me like that. So this is what you were talking about, your Mr. Thief.
Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquium frozen to the underside of the top part of the case.
Yeah, which is what's keeping that lid on real tight.
Air to our glass The actual glass lid is all crap, right? Somebody really went down your little house there, huh, Pisces?
And do we have any idea how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked?
Well, it doesn't look like the outer face inside of the glass suffered any damage.
I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner facing side. We also know that it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer facing surface.
Thoughts? Ice cold makes you think of the way you glare at people, sir.
Cracks makes you think about those deeply etched lines in your forehead.
It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice cold glass from outside will cause it to crack.
Is this why people see me? Oh, damn it.
Huh. Well, at least I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place?
Why, indeed. A heat-cracked glass lid lined on its underside with frozen ubiquium.
You look like the cat that got the cream mounds, but you know what happened, don't you?
I certainly do, and what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case.
What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first!
Yes, it would have been quite the wait.
Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers.
Hang on a second. My mother messaged me, everyone.
You're just gonna make sure I reply.
Take that!
The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the autumn wing. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack.
Blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case?
Oh, I get it. It's because I was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so we could open the lid. Indeed.
You beat me to the answer by a second. We'll see who wins in the end.
Don't try to tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue.
No, it's Edgeworth making things hard to understand. I cannot stand the kid. I cannot stand the kid! Ah!
Carrie, would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. Winner can follow along too? Sure, just for him. Alright, here he goes. Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing, and while he was in here, he used his blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquium on the underside of the lid.
Uh-huh. And?
As the ubiquium melted, it melted with the asphyxium that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room, where he collapsed.
So he opened the case and out came the gas, huh?
It seems we got there in the end.
Why the heck a doodle-doo did he want to open a case in the first place?
I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was.
I'm thinking he might have come here for the same reason I did. To check out the not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. You remember, right? I thought this was where the winter wing was when we first got here.
Caught you out too, did it, my little Eddie Lumpkin? I was ever so confused why they being where Chili Wings' room was all those years ago. It's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. It wouldn't be all sixes and sevens, eh?
I knew I picked a kind of Cockney accent for a reason. Sixes and sevens meaning. It literally just means in a state of confusion or disarray. Sixes and sevens. it's an English idiom. It's not even Cockney, it's just an English idiom. Never heard of sixes and sevens? But there we go. Fair enough. Ace Attorney Investigations, make me a smarter man. Did everyone involved in the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look at the Winter Wing. Time to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winner, I suppose. Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. The answer to what exactly? The man was going to end it all. Dramatic exit stage left, sort of artsy-fartsy farewell. Have you been listening at all this whole time? At my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand exactly half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winner's prerogative. Winners? Sure. Thanks, Vale. Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional. In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends? Oh yeah, I kind of totally forgot. What is it now? I took the liberty of investigating your friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, had one of my underlings do it for me. It's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now, yeah? I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the poison gas trap. How could you say that? It was greatly saddened to learn this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you used your expertise to try and take one. I beg your pardon? How dare you? I did no such thing. And perhaps you can explain, Mr. Winner. You bet I can. Get a load of this. Pardon me. This is Miss Delicious's pharmacist license. It says right here that she's authorized to handle Infesticide Ultra. A product that we have established contains asphyxium, one of the ingredients of our poison gas. Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. Miss Delicious is no ordinary person, she's a card-carrying pharmacist. I didn't do it, this is all just a terrible misunderstanding.
Objection!
And that's not all. There's a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. What do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. We know that you misbound to the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket, No! There's only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infesticide Ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery, meaning you would have had access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap. No, dear. Listen, you don't understand. The Infesticide Ultra was stolen from me. Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone. I'm not lying! Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? That's not it. That's not it. That cloth looks familiar. Ah, here you are. I knew it was in here somewhere, look. What is this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1st, complete filed. Offense, theft. Item stolen, Infesticide Ultra. 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft. A what? See you silly billies, I told you somebody pinched it off me. A week ago, no less. Which mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today. That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have some in my medicine bag, just in case, you know. Then, I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but man, I'd forget my head if I wasn't screwed on. And now, thanks to silly old me, someone's gonna mix up a cloud of poison gas with this stuff. I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you?
Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear. You know, people. You mean the gas-sealed creatures that run around in people's nice clean kitchens type of them? You just roll up a newspaper and whack! One and done. Psst, Quill, what do I do now? Ah, of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report, just to be safe. Can't help it. I got to verify Miss Scott's story after all. She may be lying to us.
Good idea. Alright, I'm gonna go to get the precinct to call. Don't go anywhere. Wait a minute. Wait. Fuck. Fuck. It's alright. I saw a casting call just for a scientist, a research scientist for a project. But you have to be able to speak Japanese. Irritatingly, I am learning Japanese, but I cannot speak Japanese fluently. So there you go. Indeed, if she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her. So who do you think did it, Smiles? Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and the time and the means to prepare. Two factors which point to one very specific person. Oh yeah? Who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Shit, I don't know. Whoever needs to steal the investicide on to dress one we want to look like another. Judy?
Take that!
Surely only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could possibly be prepared in such a way. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory, nonetheless. So it was her, huh? Strange. It's like you already knew. Phew, nice shooting, Mazarino. I had to make that associate position a permanent deal. And that is not what I was hoping for. Ahem, I'm back with results. Well, the police confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged, which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team. You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash? No, I mean, we're only just getting started. Oh, what's our next? Well, first we need to go and talk to Miss Bound, and then, well, I'll think about what to do after that. Eustace, Mr. Christopher's real destination appears to have been Mr. Winterwing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly. Oh yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go Mr. Wing in the Winterwing. No, sir. What? I mean, yes, sir. Well, we're going to talk to Miss Bound. Very good, Eustace. We'll join you if you don't mind. Pardon me. Where is my lovely singing lady once again? Oh, dearly, dearly me. Alright, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me. Hey, Mr. Winter, weren't we going to talk to Miss Bound ourselves? Sure, but I thought why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? So I can just sit back and wait for their report. Winning strategy. You spoiled little... He's so exhausting. I need a break. Huh? Something in a fountain? What? Whoa! Gah! It's a body! What on earth? Order! Order to court! Somebody call forensics! Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order! I will have order, detective. The old ice sculptures on a Winterwing. Again? That's the second time they've done that. obviously the one from 18 years ago with Gregory. They've all melted! What? Huh? Say?
Winner, you fucking ruined it. You fucking ruined it, you spoiled little brat. Me angry? No. No.
What is the meaning of this?
Now we have 2 victims?
It's the Ace Attorney music. The main Ace Attorney game, Ace Attorney music. Eesh, talking about deja vu, it's just like 18 years ago. Even the ice is melted again.
Again?
This is like some weird reruns. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again, this is no coincidence. You're with me, right, Masmino? I am. I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. Are we going back in time again? To be continued. Wait, are we going back in time again? Are we going back in time again? We are! I still can't believe the I-7 incident was Gregory's last case. Oh, that it's been 18 long years since. A murder confectionery contest, and of one of the participants, no less, Hardy Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. He had been hit in the head with a large rock-solid lamp and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside a candy castle, delicious skirt made for the contest. Then, before anyone had a chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. 18 years ago. We're gonna be Gregory again. Yay! Yay! Oh, we're gonna be Gregory again! Yes! Oh, hell yeah. I can't. I love this. I love being able to play as Gregory. All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed, and Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms. So what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just up and kicked us out. Von Karma's a total jerk. No, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together and find the truth. You can't assume that everyone's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person. What if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth? It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. It is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in such situations, to be friends to the friendless. Friends to the friendless? Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room, as hoped. That doesn't mean we give up. You're right, Mr. E, I'm sorry. Should have thought more before I opened my big mouth. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will, I promise. And I keep doing this. Could you shake my hand? Would you mind just shaking my hand? I keep doing this. And Ben was gonna make a joke ages ago, but he didn't. Would you mind just shaking my hand? Don't mind the little water pistol or the shock buzzer thing in my hand. It's just, just shake my hand, please. Fuck!
I thought I had it.
I thought I was onto something. I was literally just gonna be like, oh my god, we can find out what her age is. No, we can't. We bloody can't. Is this your badge number here in the back? That's right. The number itself doesn't mean much, of course. But if it doesn't really matter, then what might be a string of repeating digits. I'd actually pay to see that.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up. I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means.
Wow, you're the best, Miss Bound. Rather misshapen and incredibly sweet. They're not poisoned by any chance, are they? They're not, you know. If ice sculptures had the poison in, these aren't poisoned, are they? Just each one. No, it's fine. Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking. A little uniquely shaped.
I'm sorry if they're not your taste. I have had them in my pocket for so long. I mean, they've been there for about 2 years? So a little bit melted, a little bit, how you say, out of date? But it's fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. If you're sick, it's fine. If you're sick, there's a pocket. And no time, if you're sick, go home.
No way, they're great. They're so sweet.
You're very kind. Imagine me of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Only he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangaroa sure is a lucky guy. Getting 3 homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound when everyone sounds amazing.
Huh? Sorry, did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all.
Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound. Also, would you mind shaking my hand? Ignore what happened earlier with Mr. Fender. There is nothing suspicious about me shaking my hand. Nothing at all.
Nothing! Sorry, nothing.
Of course, but why would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby. Mr. Tangaroa took me in. That's right, one snowy Christmas Eve many years ago he found me on the steps of his very mansion. He saved my life and became the father I never had. I can never repay him. So my work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him as long as he needs me. As long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself.
And think today's Christmas Eve.
So, it said it was almost Christmas, which means it wasn't Christmas!
And I can't even give him a present in person. I'd do anything to save him. Anything! Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it.
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the violin.
Is that so?
Is that so? Fishtails? Oh no. Yeah, fishtails. Missing them.
My, there's something.
Aren't there? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought that you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Samson adored them too.
Oh hey, it's Taurus and Gemini, eh?
I didn't know you were so keen on constellations and zodiac, Eddie.
I love it. The stories the stars can tell. Okay, not fishtails. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. The arrow and the... Hold on. That doesn't have any strings. Huh. Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
Sounds like something you'd forget to do.
Wait, really? I think you just said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, he didn't seem like the type.
It seems she's got something to hide too.
You're doing this photograph yourself, Miss Bound.
Yes, I use this instant camera here. Develop the pictures as soon as you take them. So useful.
Oh, I'd love to see it in action.
And why don't I take your picture?
Yeah, kill on, Mystery. Let's get a shot of the both of us.
Well, alright then. It'd be a shame to waste a good hair day.
Ready? Say cheese! Yeah, hold on. The picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's a cool camera.
It's the only one we got, so we use it for all of our picture taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame.
There aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh?
I assume Mr. Tangarawa used the same camera during the contest.
Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for the same work in Polly's pictures of his escape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' works.
But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? Didn't you discover the body while judging was still underway?
Ah yes, Samson wanted pictures of all the entrants and completed tombs, but the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Costello's one. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
But how do you really, though?
I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the random room on my way back when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Samson's room. Samson, are you in here? Ah! Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember I called the police and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera has been with me ever since.
I see. It'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera in this picture, Miss Bound.
Of course, here you go.
Thank you. Detective Bab, Miss Skirner, have they done investigating?
They're done with me, that's for certain. The big meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequin's will be the end of me, the cheek of him.
Yes, he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene.
Did he run you off too, Detective Bad?
Yeah, well, Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around.
His name is Eddie's cut.
Why would Mr. Von Karl go so far as to exclude his own lead detective? Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room.
What about?
Well, the friend of Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room.
That's right, and I have to say he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number one at the moment. He's the guy who melted Frost's work. But is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room? Got a photo room right here. If you need it, it's all yours.
Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us?
Do I gotta spit it out for you, kid? I'm ever to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. And Detective.
Really, Detective Man? Mr. Montcalm will be happy about this.
Yeah, well, I'm not Montcalm's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad.
Wow, I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E. Well, I haven't focused what you're all going on about, but here's to new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have a good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph. Here. It's unplugged. This is what Frost's room looks like right now.
Yikes! There's nothing left but left of his flavoured ice scooters but puddles.
Now the floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I was comparing this with the photo I just borrowed from his bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this. Yeah. Once that was out of the socket, the display cases lost power, and up the temperature went.
Looks like they were all connected to the same power strip.
Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope. Still working on that.
Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste. You say that again? I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance. So, they tasted good? Did they ever? I've never tried icy so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. But that was unbearable.
The salty bit?
See the other photo you got there? This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini's liar.
Wait, that's why you had no strings? Because you ate them? They ain't that much, you cheeky old devil. Told you it was all horrible and salty.
It's interesting there's only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Skirt really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything, Miss Skirt?
Can't think of it, I did. There was a funny old mark on Chainlink's work. There's two little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. There we go. Yeah, just like that.
It's almost like a signature or something. Wait!
I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that.
I hope don't mind me asking, Miss Bound. You're certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well?
What? No, I barely knew him, I swear.
Is that so? He seemed to have some strong opinions about his attitude toward his work.
No, I just... Sculptures were of course so carefully made. I didn't think he'd missed something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. I have a more personal connection to his work than that.
What makes you say that?
You have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions. And it has a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So what are these two pieces of evidence of yours?
Which two items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first.
Take that!
And now the second.
Take that!
I'm doing this.
Really? Not sure I've seen this link before.
One piece of evidence we've gathered. I should take another look at the wall, I suppose. Now then. These two items point to Mr. Frost. This is the first.
I'm so confused. What do you mean?
Take that!
Oh! So it's the seal on the underneath. Duh! Duh! No. Fuck. Ooh, there's a couple of them. 30 to 40. Travel and accommodation will not be covered by production. Shit. Oh well. Miss Combe found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. And they were signature sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not. That's right, dude. It's just like you said. Ceilings are statues and the letter PH carved in them, plain as day.
PH shouldn't be AF. You'd think so. But take a look at this. It's the seal we found in the crime scene. It's reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket, and when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik, and that we can assume that these same letters would mark any item else as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes, I know that he always leaves marks on his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his.
You mean Paul Halik was... That's right, Detective Frost. Detective Artie Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner. At least, as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact... Mr. Frost was in fact none other than famed sculptor Paul Halik.
What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person?
But it's not like that mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen him can fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you see he was. Here it was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have been investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright, I'll have the boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit it? You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was?
I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. I imagine his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that.
And be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
What? Why are you asking me that?
A photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
Oh, I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection!
I'm afraid I'd rather find that hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging, and that you've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangaroa had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take the picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
I suggest that you took only 2 pictures of the new film. One of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence, puppy, which says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence? Miss Bound took 2 pictures.
Take that!
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to police and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me.
Oh, and you gave us the picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too.
3 photographs in total. In a film cartridge in This camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20, you took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been lying to you.
These were all shots of Frost's room.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle. But when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me it was you?
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Leake's work, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined, what with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
And how did that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing.
By mistake? Are you sure?
I didn't notice it at the time, but, well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces?
Well, that seems a little too convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. But I'm not in a position to refute it either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please, don't worry. Don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth.
What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound.
Thank you.
Miss Redworth, bait is yours. Hope it helps. Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up.
I'm thinking the box is also gone. The box is there. Box is not there. I think that's really the only thing that's different.
Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation. Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless. Seems you don't know when to shut up either, but I commend you on your stubbornness.
Mr. Von Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry, and to you, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything in Mr. Von Karma's.
Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went to Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you can tell us why.
And that is something that we will find out, I think, in the next episode. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!